morning, Kentuckiana. 6 a.m. here on your Wednesday. Grace and Gabe kicking things off for you.
Absolutely. You know, we miss Jim. He's still on his paternity leave. He'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
He's. I think Matt probably going to end up going a little bit stir crazy here. I was talking to him yesterday, and you know, I know that it is wonderful to be at home with your kids, but he's also been at home.
And we know
with
he's
his
for a
kids.
while.
Right. This morning. Hi, Jim.
Yeah. Good morning, Jim. If you're watching, I'll bet his sleep schedule quickly adjusted to sleeping in a little bit, I'm sure. Well, here's a look of downtown from Jeffersonville, brought to us by U of L Health and also First Savings Bank. Bit of a mild start this morning with temperatures a bit cooler than they were yesterday, but still not quite as cool as they were Monday morning. Right now in Jefferson County, we've got those temperatures in the lower to mid 40s. We're staying in the lower 40s for folks in southern Indiana. 43 Seymour, 42 Scottsburg, 40 Elizabethtown, 45 for you guys there near Hodgenville. Satellite and radar continues to stay quiet and dry for us. A few passing clouds arriving over in southern Indiana. As we make our way later on into our morning time, we are going to see the increase in some of these clouds. Cloudy skies still continuing for our morning hours. As we head later on into the afternoon, though, we will see more sunshine. It's expected to be a fairly nice day with temperatures in the mid-50s and sunny skies continuing throughout our afternoon and into the first hours of the evening. And clear conditions for the start of the night. Later into the night, clouds gradually returning, leading to more of an overcast setup to start off our Thursday morning. So as we get ready to hop on the school bus soon, a cloudy beginning to this day with temperatures a bit cooler in the lower 40s. Later into our afternoon, more sunshine with temperatures in the mid-50s. But we do have changes headed our direction. This is likely our last sunny day for the rest of the week. We're going to enter a cloudy and a dreary rainy pattern as we head into the next upcoming days. We're going to have all the details about that forecast coming up here soon. Here's an update on traffic this morning across the Louisville Metro. As of right now, some spots to keep in mind will be on I-64. The right-hand shoulder is blocked due to a police incident that happened on I-64 westbound just after exit 28. So keep that in mind if it's part of your commute. Grace, Gabe?
All right, Matt, thank you. Our top story this morning, Kentucky's legislators are back in Frankfort, and already some are taking aim at JCPS with ideas that could impact your child's schools.
Yeah, Republican Jared Bowman of Louisville is introducing a bill that could break up JCPS into 2 districts. Lawmakers have proposed it before, but this time both lawmakers and Jefferson County voters would decide the district's future.
If it passes with a majority vote, it would go to the people to choose whether or not they wanted to adopt this new map, these new school districts in their area.
Now, if passed out of Frankfort, the Louisville Metro Council could then approve to split JCPS into at least 2 districts with a simple majority vote. Then it would all come down to Jefferson County voters on if they want to break up the district. We contacted Metro Council members. They said they were not aware of this proposal. A representative from JCPS told us the district had no comment. Day 1 of the session did see its first bill filed to keep your eyes on the road. Lebanon Republican Senator Jimmy Higdon filed Senate Bill 28 called the Phone Down Kentucky Act. If passed, it would prevent nearly all handheld mobile devices from being used while driving. The senator says he hopes to eliminate gaps in the state law that allows drivers to use cell phones. The bill is inspired by the 2021 death of 2-year-old Kimberly Burns, who was killed by a distracted driver.
And a new face is joining the Kentucky Senate this session. It's someone you might know. Democrat Gary Clemens was officially sworn in, representing parts of southwest Jefferson County.
So help you God. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Last month, Clemens won the special election to fill the District 37 seat left vacant by David Yates, now interim Jefferson County clerk. Clemens is a U.S. Army reservist veteran and longtime labor leader. Happening tonight, Governor Andy Beshear is going to talk to you about the future of Kentucky. The annual State of the Commonwealth address is tonight. The governor says he'll lay out his budget and plan for how your tax dollars will go to work. The speech is at 5:30. Political reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez will be there with full coverage for you. And you can get the latest from that speech and this year's legislative session by following along in our mobile app and on the WHAS11 YouTube page. Our coverage is posted there right away. Up in Indianapolis, Indiana lawmakers are getting to work on their own ideas for the future of the Hoosier State.
Already, one proposal could change the death penalty for people convicted of the most serious crimes.
There is no perfect execution method. There's problems with each and every one, and there's documented cases where the chemicals didn't work and the person was convulsing and foaming at the mouth. There's no way that you can do it and be 100% perfect. But we don't want to wait until we have an emergency and then say, oh my gosh, what do we do? We're not even in session. We can't even change the law.
The proposed bill would make firing squad an option for execution and give the choice to the person being executed. It's one of two pieces of legislation that would make firing squad deaths legal. As it stands right now, executions in Indiana are carried out only by lethal injection.
And in another proposal in Indy could mean less choice for you at the ballot box. House Joint Resolution 2 would eliminate elections for 460 positions across the state. Jobs like county auditor, recorder, treasurer, and surveyor and coroner would be appointed by the county commissioner rather than by the voters. Marion County Coroner Alfarina McGinty says she's worried about a county executive having that much control.
My service to the families are the voters, and it's important that they have a say as to who is going to be the qualified person to conduct those death investigations objectively.
Because the resolution would amend the state constitution, it's not treated as a typical bill. It would first have to pass the House, then the Senate next session, and then it be approved directly by voters. House Representative Elizabeth Rowe Ray introduced the measure and told our sister station, WTHR, quote, give counties the option to consolidate certain duties under the county executive if they choose to do so locally.
Drivers who use 15th and Jefferson Streets in the Russell neighborhood will need to find another route for the rest of the week because of a water main break. It happened early Tuesday morning and left some people without water for hours. The Louisville Water Company says the line is fixed and detours will remain in place through the rest of the week. Happening today, the man who allegedly went inside LMPD Police Chief Paul Humphrey's house will be in court this morning. 43-year-old Brandon Randall was facing 3 charges, including public intoxication, after being arrested Saturday. Police say Randall walked right into Humphrey's home, said he was at the wrong address, then left. LMPD spokesperson Matt Sanders added there was, quote, no forced entry and therefore no break-in or targeted intent, end quote. Randall was scheduled to be in court, arraigned at 9 o'clock this morning.
Last week, right here on GMK, we brought you to the scene as the beloved Cluckers on the Ohio River waterfront in Jeffersonville burned to the ground. Despite the setback, the restaurant's owner now says they want to make a comeback. In an interview with WHAS11, Matt Murley says the fire displaced nearly 50 people from their jobs. He said other Cluckers locations and nearby businesses are helping fill the gap.
We've had multiple employees go to some of the other locations that had openings and availability for them, and we're going to fit as many of them as we can. Other ones, I know they're looking locally.
Murley is still waiting to learn what caused the fire that burned down his business, but says Cluckers will be returning to Jeffersonville. He clarified that while he owned the restaurant, the property isn't his, and he's working with those owners on a plan for the future. He says it's still too early to know when the restaurant will be back.